Hello, welcome to the News Broadcast Daily, and following are the highlights.
A memorial marking Vietnam-Cambodia ties in fighting genocide was inaugurated in Đồng Nai province. Localities welcome first foreign visitors on the New Year Day. Luxembourg-funded project helps reduce poverty.
A historical site of the Cambodian Resistance Movement Foundation, where Prime Minister Hun Sen formed and headed the then Unit 125, was inaugurated in the southern province of Đồng Nai on January 2nd.
Unit 125 is a starting point of Cambodia's resistance movement in Vietnam prior to the founding of the United Front for Salvation of Cambodian Motherland, December 2, 1978, and then stepping forward to abolish the genocidal regime and divide the country. Unit 125 was established on May 12, 1978, with Vietnam's assistance. It was manned by over 200 Cambodian officials and soldiers led by Hun Sen. Prominent among the guests at the event are Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng and his Cambodian counterpart Hun Sen. Opening the ceremony, Prime Minister Hun Sen thanked the party, government, army and people of Vietnam, especially Military Zone 7 and Đồng Nai province, for their support in building the memorial. He said the site helps the next generation be aware of the fraternal relationship and solidarity between the two armies of Vietnam and Cambodia. Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng said the Vietnamese people always treasure and remember the images of Cambodian soldiers and people who stood side by side with Vietnamese army and people in the struggle for independence for the two countries. The inauguration of the memorial, located in Long Giao Commune, Cẩm Mỹ district, coincides with celebrations of the victory over Khmer Rouge genocidal regime, January 7, 1979, and the 45th anniversary of the Vietnam-Cambodia diplomatic ties, June 24, 1967. Earlier, the two prime ministers offered incense in tribute to Cambodian soldiers who fell down at the relic site.
Ho Chi Minh City held a ceremony to welcome first foreign visitors to the city on the New Year Day.
The visitors included 287 passengers from Germany and 256 from the UK. Good signal in the first days of the new year is expected to be a driving force for the tourism sector in 2012. The sector wants to make a strong impression on visitors while sending them a message: Ho Chi Minh is a friendly, attractive and safe destination. In 2011, Ho Chi Minh City received over 3.5 million foreign tourists and more than 17 million domestic arrivals. The country's economic hub plans to welcome about 3.9 million foreign visitors this year. Also the same day, the northern coastal province of Quảng Ninh presented flowers to the first foreign tourists to Hạ Long Bay. Nearly 100 Chinese and Japanese visitors boarded boats at Bãi Cháy port early morning for a sightseeing cruise. According to the Provincial Culture, Sports and Tourism Department, by noon about 5,000 domestic and foreign tourists went on a tour of the bay. Quảng Ninh served 6.2 million tourists, both domestic and international, in 2011, and aims to attract 7 million visitors this year. Hanoi also held a tourism day in front of the Thái Tổ statue next to Hoàn Kiếm Lake on the first day of the new year. Photos and exhibits introducing Hanoi tourism, travel agencies and traditional craft villages were showcasing at 30 booths. During the day, circus, traditional singings and martial arts could perform at stages around the lake.
The Luxembourg government is funding a project to increase tourism activities and assist the goal of sustainable poverty reduction in Quảng Nam province.
The project has an investment of nearly $1.4 million and will be implemented within 3 years by the International Labour Organization. At a seminar held recently in Hội An City, nearly 50 representatives from travel companies, hotels and relevant agencies were introduced to the project. They discussed opportunities and challenges in developing tourism in the western region of Quảng Nam province. Recently, the first working group was set up to develop tourism products for the western districts. The team conducted a survey in Bờ Hong village, Sông Côn Commune, Đông Giang district, where the unique cultural values of Cơ Tu ethnic minority are preserved. It is also designed to become an exemplary model for other villages in the locality. Visitors coming here will have a chance to enjoy traditional dances such as tung, zaza, and some of the musical instruments of the Cơ Tu ethnic group. Under the project, the locals will be provided with skills to develop, manage, and operate accommodation services and other tourism skills. They will also have a chance to find jobs and preserve their traditional products with the support of working groups specializing in training human resources and producing traditional products for rural tourism. Mountainous districts like the western region of Quảng Nam province offer many tourism products such as eco-tourism, community tourism, handicraft products, and the cultural values of ethnic minorities. The districts of Nam Giang, Đông Giang, and Tây Giang in Quảng Nam province are home to people of the Cơ Tu ethnic minority group. Developing tourism is a measure to preserve and display their unique cultural identities. The tourism potential of Quảng Nam province not only lies in the eastern regions and towns, but also in the diverse cultural values of ethnic people in mountainous areas that are not yet developed. It is hoped that with the project's support and orientation for socio-economic development in the western region of Quảng Nam province, the local ethnic minority will be able to gain stable employment, contributing to sustainable poverty reduction in the region.
Japan will receive Vietnamese nurses and hospital orderlies to work in the country under an agreement inked by Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng and his Japanese counterpart last November.
According to Lê Văn Thành, Deputy Director of the Overseas Labor Management Department, the Japanese population is aging rapidly and the demand for nurses and nurse aides is increasing. Thành said Vietnam is the third country after Indonesia and the Philippines that has formally agreed to satisfy that need by sending workers to Japan. The two countries plan to jointly establish a coordination office and expect to start selection process by March 2012. A training course will then be organized for successful candidates so that the first batch of Vietnamese nurses and nurse aides can leave for Japan by early 2013. At the moment, the two countries are setting out detailed regulations governing the process. This is a great opportunity for Vietnamese nurses and nurse aides to improve their professional skills and earnings. However, language remains a major barrier for Vietnamese candidates, as they must possess at least an intermediate degree of proficiency in the Japanese language. Vietnamese nurses and nurses aides will also have the chance to work in a modern environment with advanced technology and learn from their Japanese peers. Qualified nurses will work in Japan for 3 years and hospital orderlies for years.
Experts have predicted that Southeast Asia will become the most attractive destination for global investors in 2012, thanks to its rapid and stable growth.
In the context of mounting chaos in the Eurozone due to public debt crisis, high unemployment in the US, and growth slowing in the 5 emerging economies, including Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, South Asian economies are emerging as the leading choice of investors. The experts said the arrival of big-name multinationals and the emergence of consumers with cash to spend are helping the region maintain robust growth even as the global economy cools. A broader pool of economists sees economies of the Association of South Asian Nations growing far faster than those of the US or the Eurozone. Lower and more stable interest rates have made government bonds and stocks in ASEAN economies more attractive to investors, economists said.
And that comes to the end of videos today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.